This week I show you Sun Salutation A, which is a pretty strong, it's a foundation, a little series I suppose you could call it, that you'll find in Vinyasa classes, power classes, really any class, because you can slow it down or speed it up, add or subtract poses. So in this video I really break it down and take each pose and give you tips on what to do, what not to do. I know when I first started, what I thought I was doing correct, I was not. And thankfully people pointed that out. And they were like, hey, that's not how you do that. You need to fix it so you don't totally screw up your shoulders. So I hope that this video helps you guys. And as always, leave me comments, tell me what you liked, what you didn't, what you maybe didn't understand. And if there's anything you'd like to see or have me do and talk about, I would be more than happy to. But I hope you have a wonderful day and week. And if you'd like to connect with me other than YouTube, find me on Instagram at She's in Focus. I post every day and I will see you all on other platforms. See you guys. So let's start at the top of our mat in mountain pose. Find equal footing under both feet. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Feel the mat under all four corners of the feet. We're going to slightly tuck the tailbone and engage the abdomen to pull the pelvis forward. Roll the shoulders back, slide the shoulder blades down, palms face forward. Long spine from the crown of the head all the way to the tailbone. Find your breath here. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, find extended mountain pose, shoulders drop away from ears. See the palms touch, bring them down through heart center. Forward fold, flat back, all the way until it starts to naturally curve and you come into your forward fold. Now, some of us, well, a lot of us are tight in the hamstrings, so it's totally fine to bend. That way you have torso to thigh contact, which is a nice release for the low back. If you have more flexibility, especially as you gain it throughout your practice or during a class, you can eventually start to straighten the legs and really work strengthening and lengthening the hamstrings back here. So this is our forward fold. We want shoulders lifted from the ears, bend the knees if necessary, hang the head, no tension in the neck. Take another inhale here. Exhale, release a little deeper. Inhale, find your halfway lift. So we're going to bring the palms to the shins first so that we achieve a straight line from the crown of the head all the way through the shoulders, the torso, to the hips and tailbone. That is a flat back. Belly sucks in to protect the lower back. Inhale, quads engage, kneecaps lift up. Exhale, plant the palms. We're going to step back to plank. Now, chaturanga is its own pose. I know for a while I was going quickly through chaturanga and immediately to up dog. And what I was doing is not giving chaturanga the full exhale it requires. Chaturanga, the low push-up position, is its own pose before we get to up dog. So I'll do it slow and then we'll run through it and link breath to movement. So come back into plank, and again, first vinyasas, when you start class, totally acceptable to drop the knees, especially if this is easier to maintain a straight line from the head to the knees for you. And then you would just squeeze elbows in, bend to 90 degrees, and then lower down and come into baby cobra. But for the purpose of this video and this Sun A, I will show chaturanga with full push-up position into up dog. So come back into your plank, or if you've been holding it this whole time, good for you. I cannot talk and do that. Oh, this is, yes, okay, here we go. Come to plank. So we're going to be high on the balls of the feet, Belly sucked in, tailbone slightly tucked. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders are slightly over wrists. Exhale, squeeze elbows in, come to 90 degrees. Inhale to up dog. Kneecaps pull up, quads engaged. Pull the chest forward through the arms, lift the hips up. Exhale, roll over the toes, push the hips up toward the ceiling, drop the heels. Again, okay if the heels don't touch or if you need a bend in the knees. So in your down dog, really focus on pushing the mat away from you. That will get the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the belly in and down. Lengthen the spine by, you can almost tilt the hips but still keep the belly engaged. Don't let that belly go slack. And focus on externally rotating the legs so you cannot see your inner heels. That's a little tip. And then we want equal pressure between the index finger and the thumb, so we hit all four corners of the palm. Now, to get to the front of our mat again, we're going to inhale, come up onto the tippy toes. Now you can either take little steps to get to your mat, or if you're working on your jump, which I'm kind of in the middle of, we're going to inhale, come to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, exhale, jump to the top of the mat. Now, that wasn't super graceful as I'm still working on jumping and lifting my hips all the way up, but that'll be for another video. So we're going to inhale again, find length, palms to shins. Eventually you'll work your way to fingertips to the mat as soon as more flexibility opens in the hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold. Release the neck and the head. Shoulders are soft. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Reach toward the sky, see the palms touch. Bring the hands down to heart center. Now, we will run a full Sun A, linking breath to movement. I will cue every inhale and every exhale. That way you know which poses are linked to which breath. And it actually makes it easier over time and also keeps you more present in your practice. Because I know a lot of times, especially if it's a class that I'm not fully there for, I'm thinking of many different things while my body is doing these movements, and then I'm not technically doing yoga. I'm just making my body move while rambling in my head. So that's the importance of breath. It keeps you present, it keeps you on your mat, in class, and what better way to just let your mind settle for an hour. So here we go. We're going to inhale, mountain pose to extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come up onto the balls of the feet, push back. Exhale, find your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms sweep out and up, see the palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that was with stepping back to plank and lowering to chaturanga. Now I will show you jumping back. What's super important when jumping back is you never want to jump back to plank like I just did. That will eventually damage the shoulder heads over time, since these are just a bunch of muscles holding the joint in the socket. So we want to take good care of our shoulders. Another thing with chaturanga, which I know did I tell you earlier in the video? I'll have to look. You never want the shoulder heads to lower further than your elbows. That will also damage the shoulders over time. So let's go through our Sun A with a jump back to chaturanga. And again, don't try this until you are Absolutely confident and sure in your body that you can jump back with landing with bent elbows to protect the shoulders. Here we go. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, jump back, land with bent elbows, shoulders no lower than the elbows. Inhale, pull through to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees. Exhale, jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms sweep up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to prayer. So that is Sun A. And you can do, I love these as warm-ups. You can do as many as you'd like. I even bust them out halfway through the day when I'm craving coffee and I'm tired and I need to get my blood flowing. And it's important to note that the inhale or the exhale ends before the next movement begins. So in between that, once I clear out my entire exhale, my inhale begins as I pull into up dog. So breath always invites movement, and make sure that you are ending and completing breath before you're transitioning. Breath leads, movement follows.